So I think to start this off, I should probably introduce myself. My name is Glenn Hodges, and since June 17th, 2002, I have been the manager of Mountain View Cemetery. It's important that we recognize that the cemetery has been here for a long time. So I think the first thing that we should do to recognize that and pay tribute to that, I'd like to ask Cease Weiss, a member of the Squamish First Nation, to come forward and open with a traditional song and prayer.
The song is from Chief Dan George, who some people might recognize his name. He's a very important Aboriginal person who brought a new era to media for Aboriginal people.
So this is a very unique space in Vancouver, and many of us who've grown up here see this as sort of in the heart of the community and have memories here, but many newcomers to Vancouver maybe aren't as aware of the treasure and the sacred space that is here in the middle of our city, and almost as close to the sky and the heavens as any land gets in this city. The site is a resting place for some of Canada's, certainly BC's, and definitely Vancouver's most distinguished citizens, including Sarah Ann McLagan, the first female newspaper publisher in Canada, William Carey Ditmars, a Vancouver businessman who brought the first car to Vancouver, Louis Gold, the first Jewish citizen in Vancouver, Eric Hamber, with whom high school nearby is named, the BC's lieutenant governor from 36 to 41, Roberta Josephine Marshall, who was a Titanic survivor. So we are tremendously proud and enthused about the work that has been done here at Mountain View. It is a magnificent place to honor our families and loved ones, and a setting that I think inspires us to think beyond our living and breathing days, to show respect for those who have passed on, and to celebrate their lives.
In the type of history that I like and do, which is neighborhood history, and trying to figure out how the city came to be and who built it, a wander through this cemetery throws out all sorts of fascinating people. I was walking through the cemetery one day and I came across a headstone that was laid flat in the ground, and it was a simple headstone raised in honor of a friend by his colleagues here in Vancouver, of a man that had actually been working for the Hong Kong-Shanghai Banking Corporation in Shanghai, and he died here in Vancouver on his way home to London. And so I was intrigued by this, and so I researched this poor fellow. Turned out he died of tuberculosis in Vancouver on his way home. He was actually quite ill. His friends raised a monument for him, and so he's buried here in Vancouver. Now that tells us a great story about just how Vancouver in fact grew as a city, because in fact it was faster to go from China to Vancouver, to Montreal, to London, than to take the boat and go all the way around up to London. So Vancouver actually, long before it should have been, was a very important city